busy. Wale ni watu wa mahesabu. Wanajua kupiga mahesabu kwa meza, kupangia pesa. Lakini kutafuta ni shida. Kiambia Ireri atafuta pesa itakuwa shida. Yeye atakuwa busy kule kwa marooms akipangia CIDP. Utapangia CIDP na ufukuzana na watu wa kabuti ya Hello Sangapi. Hiyo ni ngumu. So we have said, Bwana Giti, this comes to infrastructure, land, physical planning. Why? Because why is it not going to agriculture and trade? Because people have mistaken revenue with mama mboga. Ati mama mboga ile pesa nalipanga 50 shillings ama 30 siku ya soko, hiyo ndio revenue. That's not revenue. That is actually facilitation of them just to use the market. Revenue is in your department, Giti. Those contractors with millions of shillings that are doing tarmac roads in our county, and they're not paying revenue for using our feeder roads to haul Maram and Kakoto na sand. Those are the ones we want. Ndio sababu tumekupatia tusiulizane maswali. Lands, those people who are building, constructing, and they're not paying for approval of drawings. Some of them are seated here. Kiroria juzi nimeona ameunda nyumba pale na hakulipa plan. Tunataka alipe plan, sio mama mboga. That is why we have given it to you. Because those are the people with money. So that you can be able to kujenga. Hao ndio wako na magari. Mama mboga hana magari ya kutembea kwa barabara zetu. Hao wako na magari wote. So unataka kutengeneza barabara ukitumia revenue kutoka kwa mama mboga, itatoka wapi? Na mama mboga hana gari. So the people with vehicles walipe revenue. We have seen revenue also in agriculture. The Department of Livestock. Every day, I see meat inspectors in my payroll. They are inspecting meat. When I put my ears on the ground, I ask people, munalipa kupimiwa nyama? Munalipa. Lakini ukienda kwa record zetu za meat inspection, there is nothing. So, where does the money go? So you need to talk to Njoe akwambie pesa inaenda wapi. And I'm happy Mudheni is listening. Because what we've been lacking is enforcement, administration. Hiyo tu mapengo yote mpaka tufunge. Mwananchi hakuna ambaye anapimiwa nyama bure analipanga. Si ndio wananchi mnalipa? Lakini hiyo pesa ifikaje kwa county? Kuna watu wana earn double salaries, Bwana Giti. So talk to them. Tuacha kusumbua mama mboga na revenue. I know we had an issue last time. People who have hostels in this county. Ati they say hostel si nyumba. Kwa hivyo hatuwezi lipia. Yet, when we are collecting garbage in Tharakanithi, which is a very expensive exercise, the biggest volume of garbage comes from hostels. Ukiweka bin hapo nje ya hostel inajaa na siku moja. But the owners of hostels hawataki kulipa service charge, hawataki kulipa anything to the county government. Ati sisi tunasaidia wanafunzi. Wanafunzi wanalipa fees, wanakulipa pesa ndio ama wanalala kwa hostel bure. Walipe. So that we can be able to take that money to the service delivery for the people, because we need to do feeder roads for them, and the list is humongous. In other words, we have not given you that docket so that they can look big. Uko na kazi, uko na kibarua. We'll give you as chief officer specifically for revenue. Akiamuka asubuhi hakuna kitu kingine anafikiria, ni revenue. Saa 6 revenue, jioni revenue, akilala revenue. Na hiyo siku kufukuzana na mama mboga. Ni those gaps that we have told you about. Ukipita pale Uchi, nilipita hapo jana usiku. Lori inapita tu. In fact, they have changed the timing. Unaweza pata lori imenunua mdizi kule pande ya juu. Imenunua ndengo pale. Alafu unapata imepakiwa pale Marimanti. Ati wanakunywa chai na kukula. Ndio jamu ishe kidogo kwa barabara. Kuna jamu gani kwa barabara zetu Tharakanithi? Hawangoje hii jamu. Wanangojea saa 3 ndio watu waende nyumba. Wale wa revenue ndio wapite. So saa hiyo ndio unapata malori inapitana pale kwa wingi. So which revenue are we missing? For wananchi wametumia barabara zetu. Mwananchi pale amepeana ndengu inaenda Nairobi na tajiri wa Nairobi alipi revenue. Where are we having people who are not, and we have staff enough in revenue? Why can't they work in shift? Wana Mwisraeli ya ICT department, ICT. Hatutaki kuuliza Giti maswali, tunataka kuangalia kwa kwa screen. Tunataka kamera kwa those access points. Weka kamera, tukiwa nyumbani tunaangalia kuna lori imepita, imelipa, so that we can be able to enforce. It's not the people of Tharakanithi who suffer. I mean, we are pushing. If you're a trader and you're paying in Nairobi, why are you not paying in Tharakanithi? Cooperatives. Cooperatives is not a big organization that sells coffee and tea. You can have a cooperatives around even small products, even carvings. Those people do carving. You can have a cooperative around people who are rearing rabbits. You find a common market. You can have a cooperative around people who are doing green grab. You already have. It just needs support. You can have a cooperative around people who have decided to be selling bananas. Why are we selling bananas individually and kila mtu anakuja na pinua inapotea? Why don't we have a common market when we organize our cooperatives? Trade that we are talking about here is not trading in the market. It is streamlining so that our people, when they organize into cooperatives, they can be able to find a market. I am told that we have people who are exporting directly from here. What do they go through? What are their numbers? And so on and so forth. So we expect you to organize those numbers, and that is why we have also given you ICT, because there is no future without technology. We would like most of the operations of all ministries to be IT based, or rather computerized, itinated, if there's a word like that. Electricity, energy. Most people have in their mind that energy is for national governments. It is one of the functions that we are complaining or we are negotiating with the national government, that we had lack of goodwill in releasing of functions that are devolved. Go to Schedule 4 of the Constitution. Energy is devolved, but the national government is stuck with it at the national level because this is called Kenya Electrification. Is it Rural Electrification Authority? Now it's called the REREC. It is a body that is the national government is sticking with, which is supposed to have been disbanded and given out to the counties so that they can keep that function. We are hoping that William Ruto, the president of Kenya, will be different from Uhuru Kenyatta in releasing those functions that are devolved and also back them up with money. Problem is releasing functions without releasing the funds. Electricity is usually a function of the county. But the reason why the county is not able to do it is because the money that is supposed to be given to counties to do electricity is with Kenya Power. It is with the REREC, Rural Electrification Authority. I don't know what it's called now. They try to beep it up a bit so that they can justify keeping it there. It is time they were disbanded. The electricity is brought here. The money is also brought here so that when we are told there is no electricity in Kamanyaki, as a government, we have money that is already in the budget that you can be able to ask for quote from Kenya Power and do the electricity ourselves. And that is why when we try doing two electricity projects, namely Kadangasheni and Rungu, we realized later that the quote that we had been given by REREC was 2 times what Kenya Power would have given us. But already it was too late because it was what we call matching funds. They give us 50%, we give them 50%. But in that 50%, it's like we are the ones who paid everything. The cost of you building your house is not the same as when you give a contractor. Who charges you more? Giti. The contractor charges you more. That is where we said, Israeli, energy is devolved. Let us see what we can do. Even if it is that national government, negotiate with them. But I've given it to you because they say serikali ya Tharakanithi, stima, serikali huyu mjumbe. So now the 3 members of parliament sit down with them, collaborate with them, make sure that things are happening. I already told you industries. When you talk about milk processing plant, that is an industry by itself. The raw material is supplied by Njuki. The land is supplied by Giti. You make the industry work. It is a question of collaboration.